Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Boomer Mac here with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Big 12 Championship. And I'm sorry, guys, I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been busy doing a lot of other things right now. It's Christmas right now at work, so I've been busy with that. And there's a lot of things been going on. Last Friday, I know I was supposed to make another YouTube video about the conference championships and giving my predictions on all those. But I had a friend's birthday I had to do, and I also had to do some other things for another job I'm trying to get lined up. So... or another career, excuse me, not job, but a career. But, so yeah, guys, today is Tuesday, a long time. Actually, guys, though, I did record a video / podcast with the guys over at the Uncommon Man podcast. Last night, we talked about, we went on about part 2, my top 10 recruits for the 2021 cycle. And we also talked about the rankings and all that, and a bunch of other stuff. It was a good time. Always a good time with those guys. And we also plan on doing a video with our top 5 greatest college football teams of all time that we think. It's be an awesome video. I already have my top 5. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to put their link in the description below. So, the Big 12 Championship out in AT&T Stadium. As you guys don't know, I am a Cowboys fan too. So, it's in Jerry's World. Here's the thing about the Big 12 Championship. Going into the first quarter, Spencer Rattler was like 8 for 8, 9 for 9, something like that. And he's throwing the ball nice. He made some nice throws, all that. Going into that game, I kind of figured it'd be what it was. It was a defensive battle. It was 27-21. I didn't think it'd be a high-scoring game. I thought that, if anything, I thought this game would be a close game like it was. The defense showed up when they needed to. And, it's nice actually having a defense. It is nice having a defense that you can count on to make stops for your offense. Is it weird not having as much as an explosive offense as we usually had in the past with when we had Baker, Kyler, even for that matter of fact, Jalen to a certain extent? Yeah, it is weird. It's very weird. Is this offense bad? No, not by any means. This offense is still a top 15 offense, and I think it's one of the best in the nation still. It's just it's not as explosive and as fast moving. And maybe that's part of the reason my defense is so good. Maybe it's because they're not getting on the field as quick and they're actually getting breathers. But at the same time, I don't think that. I think now they have a lot more depth and they have a lot more guys they can rotate and do their jobs, and more guys are fresh when they come in. That's what I think it really is. So, and sorry for my hair and you see it in my hat. I just put my hat on. I just got the gym not too long ago. So, just talking about that, yeah, defense played lights out. I think there are some plays on the offense, and I want to address this too real quick about Lincoln Riley and his play calling. Guys, sometimes you try being a head coach. What he does is nothing short than amazing. What he's done at OU. And everybody's saying, or at least OU fans, I don't know about the whole other nation, the whole rest of the nation and their fan bases, but OU fans, there's some that are critical on it, or real critical on his play calling, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry. I think Lincoln does a great job, and I'm not even deriding whatever. I'm being honest, guys. At the end of the day, he has a redshirt freshman quarterback playing for him. It's a COVID year. It's not going to be all roses and it's just not going to be like that. It's not going to be an amazing offense every year. I'm sorry. Be lucky we even have a good offense. I remember when we had Trevor Knight playing for us right before Baker, we were out here losing our minds because we couldn't move the ball. Or was it Trevor Knight? I want to say it was Trevor Knight. We had not that great of an offense. We didn't have a quarterback, so all we could do was run the ball. So, no, I'm sorry. I am fine with this. I mean, I'm not fine with that. I want to win natties, and I want our offense and our defense to get better each year. But, I mean, in the day, I think we're being a little too picky because we're so spoiled about the offenses we've had in the past with the past quarterbacks we had. But that's a topic for another day. So, going into this one, like I said, I knew I had a feeling OU was going to win. I feel like, not that the game was a fluke. I didn't mean that by any means. I just feel like now they're facing a more healthy OU team. They're facing a full OU team this time. Last time in Ames, we didn't have in Ames, Iowa, we didn't have Ramondre Stevenson, who's been a big part of our offense. Rodney Perkins has been a big part of our front seven. Trajan Bridges hasn't played, or Jaden Hazelwood. He played in this past game. He made a big catch in the was it the first drive or second drive? It was one of the 2 drives. He made a big catch, and Spencer threw a nice ball, and it was in basically in 3-man coverage, and Jaden came down with a nice catch. So it's nice to have all these guys back, and it helps a lot. So now you're facing a full OU team that knows who they are. And apparently Lincoln said, that this team at the beginning of the year. I'm sorry, guys, it's 12:04, and I've been at work all day, but it's nice, to have these guys back. And apparently Lincoln was saying, like, at the end of the day, a lot of teams are canceling and not playing their games, and he's saying there's a couple players that he didn't have in these first 3 games or first 4 games, and he didn't cancel. He played it anyways. So that's something else to look at. But I just had a feeling OU was gonna win this game. I just did. I just until someone beats us at AT&T Stadium in the Big 12 championship, I'm always gonna put OU 6 in a row. It speaks for itself. 6 in a row. So until someone takes us out that throne, I'm always going to put my money on OU winning the conference and winning the conference championship in the Big 12. So, with that being said, final score is 27-21. OU pulls out the victory. Shout out to Iowa State. They had an amazing year. They gave OU a big fight, and it's awesome. Came down to a game-winning interception from Trey Brown, just like the Red River game. Crazy. Trey Brown made 2 crazy plays this year. Congrats to him. And actually, I'll be talking about him in a little bit in this video, too. So, with that being said, we are now playing in the Cotton Bowl. We are ranked number 6, and we're playing Florida, who is ranked number 7. So, going that game, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Florida. I think they are a great football team, also a great program out there. For you guys who don't know, they're one of their linebackers. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Started saying something like, "Oklahoma's a great team, but they don't play in the SEC." This and that, blah, blah, blah. All right. Let me put it like this. And this goes for any SEC fan that watches this. The SEC does not breed in the hybrid. They're not test tube babies. I'm sorry. You are just like any other kid in the nation. I'm sorry to tell you that, man. You're facing the same amount of talent. Honestly, OU has more talent than you do on their active roster than your team does in Florida. If you're going by stars. So the whole SEC, no. Just because you play in conference doesn't make you better than someone. You have to go in the field and prove it. And Florida, as far as I'm concerned, that LSU game, it shows some weaknesses in you. Your defense is very iffy. Is your offense amazing? Oh, Kyle Trask is a beast. Also, just to let you guys know, Pitt's not playing. Pitt's opted out. So, a guy that y'all count on a lot is not playing that game. So, for him to go out there and say that, I feel like Dan Mullen's probably not really chill him out, but probably let him know, hey, you just gave them bulletin board material on us. And we have some players opting out. Luckily from OU, I don't think we've ever experienced players opting out until yesterday when Trey Brown announced that he's opting out. Best of luck to him. I hope, he had a great year this year at OU. God, I'm sorry. Ugh. Sorry, guys. But he had a great year this year at OU. Made some great plays even through his whole career at OU. So shout out to him. Hope he has an amazing career, and I hope he, does great things in the NFL. But moving on, I don't see anyone else opting out. Could there be? Maybe. I don't see it, though. I mean, I know we had some people enter the transfer portal. I know Tanner Mordecai entered the transfer portal, and actually I found out today he's going to SMU and has 3 years of eligibility. So I guess best luck Tanner Mordecai, recruited him out of high school. He came from Texas. He was a 4-star recruit. And he's a great athlete, great quarterback. So SMU's got a good one out of that one. So with the Florida game and the whole bulletin board material, I can't speak that material. I feel like, I'm not saying Florida's gonna get whooped. I'm not saying we're gonna beat them. I don't know. This is gonna be a good ball game. I don't know who to pick. Honestly, if you ask me who wants it more, not wants it more. I would say for both teams going into next year, this is your hype train. Like, this is getting you ready. This is getting next year's team's momentum set. And honestly, I think OU has more to play here. I think OU has more. Honestly, I think OU is going to go in next year being a national championship favorite. Honestly. OU this year was in a rebuilding year, guys. And a lot of people know that OU was in a rebuilding year this year. They weren't like Florida, who had a lot of stars returning. They weren't like that. They weren't having a lot of upperclassmen returning like Florida did. They didn't and Bama had Mac Jones. Mac Jones played last year. And Mac Jones, come on. Justin Field played last year for Ohio State. He's going in the draft. Trevor Lawrence has been at Clemson for 3 years. He won a natty as a freshman. Like, guys, this OU team is gearing up for a natty next year. You have Spencer Rattler coming back with a year under his belt of playing D1 football as a starting quarterback. You probably want to have Ramondre Stevenson come back. Kennedy Brooks, apparently he's planning on coming back. He's a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. A great running back. So you got that backfield with Seth McGowan, and then also you have Marcus Major. I'm pretty sure, it's Marcus Major. Is it Marcus Major? I always get him confused. I don't see enough of him. I know everyone's hyping up. I know everybody's saying he's supposed to be the next Adrian Peterson or something like that. He doesn't really show. I mean, he's not bad, but Marcus Major. We'll say Marcus Major. Also, not to mention this Friday, Kamar Wheaton commits, and it's down to us and Bama. I have no reason not to believe he's not. I heard that he's a really very quiet kid, and I've heard he's taught more to OU and hasn't really taught much at Bama, so that should tell you something. So until I hear something crazy, I'm leaning more towards the OU side of things. So that next year's running back class is going to be stacked. Not to mention you're going to have a 5-star quarterback, number 1 quarterback in 247, and a number 6 recruit in the nation out of Caleb Williams, who is going to be backing Spencer and giving him competition. Not to mention Chandler Morris. Chandler Morris scored the first opening touchdown in the Big 12 championship. The kid was a 4-star. He's not a slouch either. Then you'll have Marvin Mims. Mims had an outstanding freshman year. You'll have Austin Stogner more than likely back next year, who's been an amazing weapon for Spencer going into this year till he got hurt. Then you have Jaden Hazelwood. He'll have a full year next year. He was injured half this year. Came back. Trajan Bridges, another talented, highly 4-star kid that almost was a 5-star. He'll be back. Theo Weiss will be back. He was a 5-star kid. Basically, I'm getting also not to mention the defense side of the ball. I'm pretty sure David Wabu's going to come back. I don't know if Nick Benio is coming back, number 11. I'm not sure. I hope so. That kid's been a stud for us. Just like David Wabu has been. Brian Osamoah, he's been amazing for us. That whole D-line, Isaiah Thomas, Peon Winfrey, Rodney Perkins, have all been amazing for us. So, and the secondary guys, like DJ Graham stepped up this year. Woody Washington's had a great year. And then Trey Norwood had an amazing year too. And I'm pretty sure Trey Norwood's coming back next year. So, basically, I'm saying a lot of these guys are coming back. There's no reason why OU should not be in the playoffs and should not be in the best position they have ever been in the playoffs, ever. Because a lot of people like to say, they never won a playoff game. OU's never really been a favorite to win the first round of the playoff game. They've always kind of been a team that was like, no. The only year you can make the argument is the Rose Bowl back in 2017. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Vegas had Georgia win. If I remember, I may be wrong, but I'm almost positive now because I was like, what? How did they have Georgia win? Because I thought we were going to win that game. And honestly, to this day, I think we should have won that game. So, I think next year, if everything works out the way I think it is, you're going to have the best position to win that you've had, Lincoln Riley, since you've been there. So, even as an assistant. So, that's just how I feel about it. I feel like also that linebacker from Florida feeding OU billing board or feeding us material to go off on and even make us more pissed off. I mean, it's even worse. So we'll see what happens. I'm also and I know a lot of people are. I want to make this quick little subject matter. I know a lot of people are bummed out that Cincinnati or A&M didn't get past Notre Dame to get that 4th spot. I talked about this in the Uncommon Man podcast. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to watch. Go watch that. I think we touched a little bit on this last night. I don't see why you want to watch a rematch of Alabama and A&M after what we saw at the beginning of the year. But it's the beginning of the year. Guys, A&M has not done anything impressive after that game besides beating Florida. There's been no standout games that make me say, wow, that is a top 4 team in the nation. Nothing has given me that feel out of them watching them play. Cincinnati. Now, I'm not saying OU should have been in either. OU, we should not be in this year. Just saying. Cincinnati. Until they expanded the playoffs to an 8 teams or a 16-team playoff, we will not see a group of 5 team in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it right now. It's just the way it is. Also, I don't believe Cincinnati would beat a Georgia. And we're going to see that in the Peach Bowl, too. And that's crazy how I wasn't even trying to bring that up and bring the Peach Bowl. I'm just saying I don't see it. So they're playing Georgia. If they beat Georgia, then we can have a conversation. I don't see them beating Georgia. So Cincinnati fans and people that think Group 5, we'll get to see what your argument is when the Peach Bowl is played. And that's going to be on January 1st, I'm pretty sure. Or is it January 2nd? I want to say it's January 1st. I'm pretty sure January 1st. We'll get to watch that. So, we'll get the argument there. Second, do you think they can beat an OU? Do you think they can beat a Texas A&M? Do you think they can beat a Georgia? Do you think they can beat Iowa State? Do they think they can beat Florida? I don't. I think Cincinnati's a top 10 team, but I think they're at number 10. I don't think they are a world beater. Sorry. I mean, they play in an American Conference, guys. I mean, what else do you want me to say? I put more stock in Coastal Carolina than I do Cincinnati because they beat BYU, and BYU punished who did they play today in the bowl game? They played someone in the bowl game. They punished them. Oh, UCF. And people hyped up UCF for a long time in the American, and BYU punished UCF. So I'm sorry. I put more stock in Coastal Carolina than I do Cincinnati. So with that being said, guys, I think tomorrow's video, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be able to make a video again. Maybe make 2 videos tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys and their win this past weekend. Big win against San Francisco. Sorry, I don't know why I always do that, but I'm gonna make that video. I'm probably gonna try to make an OKC video, maybe a Thunder video, because I know NBA started today. I saw that the Lakers lost to the Clippers, even though LeBron didn't play, and I saw the Nets beat Golden State pretty badly. I want to say Kyrie and Kevin Durant prove what that duo can be, and which is probably going to be this year. As you guys don't know, I'm a Thunder fan. If you guys don't know, so we'll probably talk a little bit NBA. Like I said, guys, in this channel, guys, we're gonna talk about each season. I watch all the sports. I watch baseball, football, basketball. We'll talk college basketball too. I watched OU today. We almost beat Texas Tech today. Texas Tech was ranked this year, I think like 13th in the nation or something like that. They were ranked pretty good. We almost beat them today. I was trying to watch that Kansas and West Virginia game. I know that game was close for a little bit. I didn't get to watch any of it really. I got to watch a little bit of the first half. And then once baseball starts up, I'm a Dodgers fan. They won the World. I finally got to see one of my teams win a championship. Finally, I guess you can say OU back in 2000 when we beat Florida State. But I don't remember the game. I was born in '98, so I was about 3 years old, something like that. So, I mean, I guess you can count that if you want, but I don't remember it. So yeah, I finally get to see one of my teams win a championship because all my teams choked when they get to that point. OKC did back in 2016 against Golden State. We were up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals, and we would play Cleveland, I think, in that LeBron team. And I think we would won the whole year. I think if we got past Golden State, we would won the whole thing. OU a lot of times. 2008 against Florida. 2017 against Georgia. I guess I wouldn't really count. I mean, actually, you can count the one in the Orange Bowl against Clemson. We were up in the first half a lot of that game, I'm pretty sure, or the first quarter, second quarter, something like that. We were up till they did the fake punt. And that Dabo was smart for calling that because that gave them momentum and they beat us. So I've seen my team choke enough. Dallas, you can say the NFC champion or the NFC game when we were facing Green Bay and that catch with Dez Bryant that should have been a catch. Didn't really say it's a choke. I said we kind of got more screwed in that one, but whatever. So yeah, I've witnessed a lot of my teams choke, and it is very, very, very depressing. And to finally see one of my teams win a championship was amazing, even though we almost choked away against Atlanta. So, yeah, guys, the point is I'll be making each season. So once we get to March Madness, we'll talk a lot about college basketball. Once we get to more during the summertime, we'll talk a lot about baseball and college football, because when recruiting, that's going to be kind of for 2022 class. Right now, we'll talk probably after all these bowl games and all the playoff games. We'll talk a lot about the NBA basketball and all that. So we're going to be all over the place this year, guys, talking about sports. I love sports. If you like the video, guys, I'm going to log off here. If you like the video, guys, please leave a like and subscribe. put your notifications on so you can know when I post another video. As always, guys, I'm your boy Mackie here. I'm out here. See you guys later. Boomer Sooner.